The theme of this costume is freedom. It was inspired by a thought that the messaging of the costume needs to be something that is relevant to Americans, something that could heal our soul. And I felt like the reminder of that was that we are in the land of the free. Like, freedom is what makes America, America. So everything about the costume design has had this attention to detail in ways that are mind-blowing, that most people will never see, which is why we decided to reveal the costume in this way. There's this theme in the Freedom costume that I'm calling Hidden Figures. It's simply because, one, I was very inspired by the movie. It's probably one of the best movies for the nation this year. And the idea really was centralized for me about people of all walks of life, in spite of their differences, knowing how to come together for one great common cause. And that's where I think we are, not just as a nation, but as a global society. Learning how to accept one another and our differences, and realizing that there's still work that we can do together to make great things happen. Not just being inspired from the design of it, from a aesthetic, just understanding the purpose of the movie, but then also literally taking figures and hiding them within the costume. Like, literally, we're taking numbers that have some strong significance and putting them inside different places of the costume, just so that I can kind of feel a spiritual presence, if you will, just from the power of numbers. So like, for instance, inside the jacket, there's a 5. You know, 5 is the number, you know, in numerology that represents freedom. And I wanted that close to my heart because, you know, my platform is Love Matters. I wanted to be secured by freedom of that. Inside the pants, there's 1961, which is when the first Freedom Ride happened. A lot of this costume is designed based on freedom riders, a pivotal sector of people in our American history, simply because they were the brave men, women, black, white, all cultures, like, who were courageous enough to get on these buses and travel down into the South, a place that, you know, was known for lynching people. I mean, it was happening almost daily, but yet they were courageous enough to risk their own freedom for the freedom of somebody else. I wanted that number, you know, inside, you know, my leg as I walk forward on that stage. Inside the shoes, there's 5,000 in each one of the shoes. You know, Maya Angelou says that, you know, we come and we're standing on the shoulders of 10,000. You know, those ancestors that came before us. I wanted to feel like I was standing on the shoulders of all of the great people who just had a hope that I would have this opportunity. So my prayer and wish is that every American can latch onto a piece of this costume. Just know that when I'm walking on stage, I'm walking with you, I'm walking through you, I'm walking because of you. Like, I'm walking for you. And I think that we owe it to ourselves to just be very thoughtful of how we're all connected.